Hey everybody, it's time for another audio commentary with probably your father, Downwhere. Okay, I figured to start this one off I should give a backstory on how I decided to use this replay. So I made a thread in member chat because I was like, I've been spending a whole lot of time recently putting up a whole lot of fucking YouTube videos on the official WCR YouTube page, youtube.com/WCReplaysvideo, and some videos on my page, youtube.com/Downwhere. Now that I'm done plugging YouTube like an asshole, I made a thread. I was like, I've been spending too much time on the YouTube shit and I haven't actually made a new audio. So I'm sure CL or somebody's gonna start bitching soon. So I figured I'll start a thread. I need a replay for my audio. I want something funny or interesting. So this guy Ogre Bob, who's on staff, posted a replay. And as you may or may not know, me and Orange, the other audio commentator, one of the other, there's only like me and him and Sasuke, I think. But anyway, we're MSN buddies. He sends me a message all of a sudden. Whatever you do, don't listen to Ogre Bob. I say, why? Orange says, because he's always wrong. I say, but he's an ogre. Ogres are smart, right? By the way, I know this is really exciting me reading a chat log, and kind of creepy that I have chat logs, but hey, it automatically saves them. I say, they got two heads! If the ogre's name wasn't Bob, he'd be fine. Oh, sorry, that's my Orange impression. That's two brains. That's two more than I have. Obviously. I'm assuming you're talking about the replay thread I made. Okay, I don't need to read this whole thing. He says, I was like, why don't you want me to use the replay? He's like, I misclicked terribly on the last battle and lost both my heroes. And so I said, well, I guess I have to do it then to mock you. He's like, no! And I said, you sucks. He says, LOL, damn. Anyway, here's the inside info. Something we'll have to watch for in the replay. He tries to staff his Pit Lord and TP at the same time, and ends up trying to staff his Scroll of Teleportation, which is Gosu. Here's another fun fact. I've been putting up Orange's audios and everything, and I find them pretty entertaining, but some certain things grate on my nerves, like when he says, whatevs? And I'm like, I said, please never say whatevs again. He's like, what's wrong with saying whatevs? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. So I figured, I'd kind of reinforce the point by giving my impression of what it sounds like when someone says whatevs. Whatevs! So, yeah. In case you think that I hate Orange, I don't. He knows that I'm going to make fun of him, and I'm sure he'll get over it. And if he doesn't, fuck him. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this thing started. I've been babbling for a while. So let's start the replay. Oh my god, I don't have Warcraft opened yet. Whatevs? My second pet peeve would be some of the freak audios I've been putting up. I'm just talking while I'm loading Warcraft, because I'm sure this is thrilling stuff. But, yeah. And Freak's audios, he's like, yeah, I'm sure that ghoul is totally gonna kill that blood mage. Peace. He's like, peace, and he teleports. He keeps saying peace over and over again, and god, I want to fucking hunt him down and murder him. But besides that, hey, he's great. Yeah. Okay, let's get the replay started. Okay, so double click on the replay. Peace. By the way, if you want training, just pay me $5,000 and I'll train you to be just as good as me. Alright, we're gonna pause the replay. Let's go 1 minute on this. This is a custom map, so you're gonna have to put it in your folders. I'm sure you can figure that shit out. Let's put it on... we'll put it on Orange's point of view, because we're pals. Unfortunately, I can't turn off the in-game chat either. We're going to pause this at 1 minute. So, I'm not at 1 minute yet. Whatevs? Alright, I'm working on it. Orange says it's a little spiky. It's a little spiky, but whatevs? Hopefully they're not getting annoyed with that already, because I'm probably going to run it into the ground. So I'm paused it at 1 minute. Box is playing humans. I think Box is the guy that made... He makes a lot of custom maps. I'm pretty sure he made this one. This is from like the WCR custom map tournament, I think, or something like that. So orange is Night Elves, which obviously is going to endear him to me quite a bit. I like Orange's audios because he always does like wacky shit, and he seems to actually... He knows what he's... one of the rare combination of someone who actually knows how to play the game and knows what they're doing and does weird shit anyway. So, yeah. That, and he's fabulous! Alright, so you should be at 1 minute now. Orange's point of view, we're on this weird map, Reaper's Hollow or something. It's spooky! We're gonna unpause it in 3, 2, 1. Unpause! What ups? Alright. So, I think both players do something kind of strange here. Let's see. Ancient War creeping from Orange, of course. That's wackiness. Blood Mage first for Box, which is obviously kind of strange unless you're Angry Korea Man. Korea, Korea, Korea! Shut up, I hate you! And... Blood Phage. Or Blood Mage, whatever, dinosaur. Let's look around at the creeps. There's some kind of weird creep camps. Skeleton Warriors by that thing. There's like super acolytes near the middle called Deceivers and Fallen Priests with a Fire Revenant. Some of these creeps do like weird spells too, I think. Of course, I'm assuming that Box has the advantage here because he made the map, so he knows all kinds of weird shit. I'm not sure if he made it actually, but if he did, then he knows what these things are going to do. While everyone else is like, what the fuck was that? So let's check out the Blood Mage. He's going to creep with some militia and some footmen. He goes Banish first, which is a bit strange. The observers think it's going to be a tower rush. Orange. In the case of a tower rush, what do? Well, I see the towers building and I go, what else? And then and then I make units and I destroy it. Orange isn't really gay, you know, and even if he was, I wouldn't care. That's fine with me. You know what I'd say? I see Orange over there blowing some dudes. What else? If that's what you want to do, girlfriend! I don't know if the microphone picked up my snaps. Alright. Detonate goes off on that vile temptress, pulling the creeps towards Box. That was pretty spiffy. Hopefully when I'm frapsing this later, I'll actually pick up on all the things.